Let's give this a try here. Oh, let's see, commission. There we go. Should be all good. Let me mute this. There we go. Alright. I'm working on a commission piece here. Let me change the web mic over. Boom. There we go. Should be better. Oh man, that's why I keep getting that. I'm sorry. There we go. There should be great. It's a nice rainy day. Hello, hello. We've got the Dakota Cam here. Good boy.
I know. Nope. Got your phone.
Yeah, nice rainy day. To try to finish this up. I actually don't feel the greatest today, I'm not gonna lie. I feel a little bit out of it, but I figured I'd still go on for a while I'm finishing this up. We want to send it out by tomorrow, so see the chat here. Let's see. Rather, there we go. Mute. There we go. I can see your chat there. I can't see like some of the other specifics maybe on how many people are watching and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not really messing with that. I got Dakota a little mini heater over there, and he should be good to go. Hello, Valor. How is it? As you can see, this is a wounded veteran soldier who is being funny. He's got his one part of his leg up in one hand, and there's a whole strap system here that attaches to his body, I believe, for his other leg there. So, anyway, the story behind this is really mainly just a commission piece, but I think it's pretty awesome. What's actually happening here? Just getting some paints out. Thought I'd go with the Dakota Cam instead. Looks like he's sniffing something. I don't know what he's doing. Anywho, yeah, so I'm kind of working my way through this piece. As I said earlier, I felt like I'm kind of in a funk today, just in the sense that I feel a little bit something. I don't know what to call it. Hopefully it's not the beginnings of getting sick, but I hate to say it, but it might be true. Anyway, but I thought I'd come on, say hello to everybody, and see if anybody's on, wants to talk, chat. I'm going to work through this painting and finish her off. I'm going to really work on the face and the hands. I think are super key first, and kind of move down from there. I wonder if I could. He's sitting on top of a Jeep here, so I've got that too. But I'm gonna start with the little, or finish up with the little brushes first. Let's see, what colors do we need? But how you guys doing? What's going on? What's going on, Valor? Let's see. The blues and greens, they they work so well together. I know, I really like how that kind of came out. It's white. I guess we'll see if we end up with any snow. Oh gosh, it just went everywhere. My goodness. Alright, got some white down. Get some kind of peachy pink. Some yellow.
Oh, Twitch crash, really? Huh.
Yep, that's the Dakota cam. When you say crash, like, was that just all of Twitch? Let's look at the fingers. Fingers. Man, it's just been so crazy recently. I know my kids are hoping really hardcore that it's gonna be that there'll be snow. How crazy is it though that like kids will never know snow days anymore because of COVID? I think that's crazy. I don't know. What do you think? there's a shadow over here. Kind of getting distracted, but that's alright. Sort of how to work. Get these pipes in. This kit that's obviously on this Jeep here. Valor, do you know a way, like right now, I'm just, like, it'd be cool if there was a monitoring system or a way to, I don't know, work the stream via like my tablet or something. So right now I can see the chat, sure, and I can see the video, and it works just fine. But like a more intense version of that, maybe, like that allows us to see all the things I'm used to seeing, like who's on, you know, how many people are watching, rather, and that kind of thing. You know anything about that? That would be really cool. Like I can't even see like all that kind of info, which I could drag this over, but I don't really feel like doing that. Yeah, let me see what the delay is. So it popped up over there, and nothing's coming from my chat. Sun is running the water. Are you talking about Twitch? Yeah, I'm talking about Twitch. How do I better put this now that I have the opportunity? Second try. So when I go live, I'm privy to, you know, how many people are watching. It'll say, it'll show me the volume levels, that kind of thing, typically, right? So usually I see that, but I can't right now, right? So what I was wondering is there like an app or anything like that that you know of that lets you see all that while you're live on the computer? I don't know if that made any sense, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, so I'm on my tablet right now, so I can see the comments on there, but even my chat isn't updating. Like, the last thing I see in my welcome to the chat room section, the last thing I see is I see Dakota the dog. That's the last thing I see. If it wasn't for the fact that I put the chat box up. Man, that's just annoying. I'm gonna screenshot that. I'll probably send it later. Let's see. See all that? There's multiple windows. Yeah. Yeah, I use that too. As a matter of fact, it's all open, but it's on the computer behind me. Which, is fine. Dun, 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 dun. There, I've got the flag over there. Sitting in front of him. Yeah, exactly. Mine are behind me, yes. Now, do this. Brighter. You know? There, I think those are just minor details over there. Is it? Are you able to open up your own stream on your tablet? Yep, that's what I'm doing. But like in the chat box, it's not showing any of your chats right now. 0 of them. That's what I don't get. It's really weird. Maybe I can send you how do I do that? Send you a whisper with an image, is that possible? Back into Twitch. Select Valor. menu. So weird. Chat. Okay. Well, that's fine. No worries. It's not the end of the world. I can still see it. As you can tell, I've been holding a conversation with you, but it's really annoying. You gotta like crouch over and try to read the tiny little screen. No matter. I will look into it. I will find out. Wow. That was stronger than I meant to go, but it almost worked out in my favor. Sheesh. Okay, this brush is. Oh, I'm trying not to give up on this. This is a very difficult piece. Not give up, but like try to stick with everything as long as I can. That's where I was going before, into this dark area. A little bit darker, just like that. A little bit of blue. Got it in. It's gonna help that. That is crazy. Photos can only be sent. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Cynthia, I'll send you one back. Continue. Access all photos. Oop, and send. There, I sent you a screenshot kind of what I'm looking at. I don't know. It's hopefully it's just user error. It's just me. Probably is. Let's see. Are you on? Are you in theater mode? Okay, let's go to theater mode. Theater. 24. I guess that might be theater mode now. Ah, no matter. This is probably the easiest to see. Yep, full screen and then theater mode. Yep. Huh. Maybe we're try that way. Boom. It looks different on the tablet, not gonna lie. Yeah, I got the video. It looks different on my tablet than on the screen. Whoa, that zoomed in. Okay. Yeah, it's using the app. Right. Oh, duh. So. Go here, go to Twitch. You would think the app would be better than any kind of whatever. Oh, send a code. There we go. Alright, now I'm in on the desktop. And then here. Profile picture. Goodness, why do they make it so hard? Go to channel. Yay. Okay, that'll work. Yes, this allowed me to have theater mode. It's basically the same thing, but now the chat box works. That helped, thank you. That was worth it. Sorry about all the pain I put everybody through just now. I apologize. Alright, let's keep working on the pants here. Get into the green. Lighten up the green. Shadow over there. I don't want to get rid of all this fawn green. Oh, nice. I wonder, does it show like, well, it says live. Oh, it does. Yeah, you can hit the top. You can see how many viewers, that kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Thanks, Valor. Alright, we need more white. A dangerous bottle that shoots all over the place. Keep thinking I'm gonna step on Dakota. He's usually back there. Hmm. Just so you know, Twitch is updated to new policy. Having to review it really well for the gaming stream, and it's going to make my job challenging. Really? What kind of stuff? More strict on the hate policy. No, good old flying around, trash talking. Yeah. Oh man, it gets really sticky. Like it gets really messed up on multiple levels. You know, any form of like bullying or anything like that, I'm totally against. Okay, I'm not for it. I don't teach my kids to do it. I don't do it. You know, and if you do, it should be it should be stopped. But once like groups of any kind start getting involved with how they're gonna stop it, it gets really dicey, and that makes me super nervous because someone's at the controls, you know, deciding what is and what isn't. And anyway, you just gotta hope that and become active and a part of the process and make sure that it doesn't end up being something that's shutting down a form of freedom of speech at the same time. There's like this balance in there. And nobody wants that job. Nobody wants to be that person, so it gets left to, you know, some people that have to work out and then they get frustrated with it. I don't know. Just stuff happens. Yeah. Interesting. What do you think would be the major downfall to the trash talking? Like when you say trash talking, what do you mean? See, now you gotta define it now. You know, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like be careful how you define it. And then what kind of penalty gets tacked on with it? Just being banned? Are we talking like legal stuff? For saying, you know, I get it if it's which that could be a conversation for another time anyway. We don't have to talk about all that, but because that could get really having to write out the exact policies of what you think it should be. It's not what I'm expecting you to do, by the way. We call each other names, right? I have to time them out because the stream will get shut down. Right. No, I totally get it. Like once again, you're in the middle of it. But let's say they don't stop it, then what happens? Not like what happens legally or anything like that, but you know, say some people fight, you know. What happens next? in the real world, what happens next, if that happens even. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm still a baby to this in so many ways. You just help me like figure out how to get into theater mode. So there and over here. I've got an example for you, by the way, of what I'm kind of talking about. Ooh, wow, look at this. It's make it bigger. Ooh, look at, I just figured this out. Trash talking is very toxic and borderline hating. If a Twitch user gets reported, they will either get suspended or banned depending on the offense. People can set up multiple accounts now. Stream comes into issues when they allow it to go on. Yeah, so something similar, in my humble opinion, is things like comedy. There are comedy people that are getting canceled and banned, and what are they allowed to say? And it's kind of an interesting topic if you really think about it. I think it bounced one way too far, personally, in the cancel culture of things. But hang in there. I'm not saying that anyone should just haul off and rip people up. Let's see, new publishers not to be loud, even in joking. Exactly. Yep. That's kind of what I mean. Like I understand the reason for the rules. I'm not even saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying, it reminds me a lot of what ends up happening when you police. Like you ask for a whole can of worms of like, what did you mean by what you said and all that. So yeah, you just like ban words and phrases and things like that, which is fine. That works pretty easily, but when it's something said out loud, like, whew, that's one thing, and then there's something that gets written, that would be a lot easier to be like, look, you can't say that, you can't write that, and that's, just saying, just watch. It just takes the wrong people to get their hands on the what they're going to allow people to say and do sides of things. But that's a fun topic because that's a free speech topic. And it gets really intense. Let's see. There's We have issues, use their hate and joking and sarcastic manner. Yeah, I know. It's just not. I know. It's like, grow up, people. You know, I get it. I get it. You don't have to, call them whatever you call them and try to make it personal or whatever. Let's see. You can usually tell when someone's coming from a place of hate, though. Ooh, man, that's dangerous. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. I think I know what you're saying. I totally, once again, I agree. Like, there should be things that shouldn't be said, and I have reasons for that on a personal level, let alone some kind of corporate level or something. Um, that I would think it would be wrong to say actual certain things, right? Uh, it's very interesting. Is talking about religion banned? Three words, technically. Hmm. So people can kick people out as a host, right? Here I go, going down into the depths. I probably shouldn't do this. I think that's a good idea. I think it should stay like that, and hopefully it doesn't change. That is my personal opinion. Even if it is sometimes gets hotly whatever, people governing themselves, I think works way better than you know, I'm not saying they're going to do this, but way better than like an overarching system. You know, I would say give more power to the local people, probably like yourself. Yeah, exactly. I think that's actually pretty brilliant. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it is even the best way. Like but I can't think of a better way to kind of police that concept because I'm telling you, as soon as it gets into some big head location, it's gonna make it worse, not better. Some of that's probably for legal reasons too, like they can't be responsible for policing all of that. So you kind of go in knowing, you know, I'm sure I did it when I signed whatever, when I signed up for Twitch, you know. You're agreeing to, you know, follow by the rules that Twitch sets up and abide by anyone else's rules, basically. Because then you have the right to be like, all right, well, I don't like it in there. I'm not going there anymore. I'm not following that streamer, or I'm not playing that game with them ever, or whatever it is. I'm really tempted to like use some other methods here. Let's see. Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah. Yeah, I think you were wise to do that. You know, everybody can really be on the same page. I mean, it's just like any other game that you know you get in basketball or whatever, and yeah, there's going to be disputes, but you know, as a general policy, everybody looks at the rules and goes, "Yep, okay, I'm going to abide by these. Okay, you can come in and play." You know, and that turns into you travel. It's like I did not. I get that happens too, but at least in Twitch, I mean, specifically, a lot of times, even on the court, you know, everybody hears and sees what's going on, and they're like, "Yes, you did travel, dude." You know, it's our ball. Well, that was a foul. But it can get real. Look, I'm a man, and if man and woman can make some very interesting decisions and get a little pride going, and all of a sudden they're never wrong, right? Right. I gotcha. That's really good. I know also that there are people, and I know you know this for sure, but there are people who almost, well, yeah, literally just want to show up and just mess things up, like create havoc. You know, it's fun to destroy sometimes, and I've had people do that on other platforms and other things. Just show up out of nowhere and just start messing with anything they can in the system. You know, it's like, what are you doing? Why? You're gonna ruin it for everybody else. Yeah. Yep, trolls. Exactly. It's like they got nothing better to do but to just come along and just, hi, I'm here to ruin your stream. I see you're having a good time. Let me say a bunch of stupid things. Sure, hateful, whatever it might be. It's like, what are you doing? It kind of sounds like sleet outside right now. Right. Yeah, I could see that. My name is, and it's like super obvious, like here it comes. I just heard like thunder, but it sounded funky. Didn't sound like the normal thunder crack or something. It sounded a little different. Alright, kind of got to step back here. Okay. I don't feel like I'm getting sick even. I know this is going to make any sense, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't feel like I'm getting sick, but I feel like a little bit like, you know, when you have gotten sick. It's like, Joe, it's the same thing. It's not though. There's something different about this one. No, I don't think it's COVID, honestly. It might be, but I feel like it's something else. Sujik is really creative sometimes in how he says. Yeah, I know. I might be cutting this shorter than I meant to. Honestly, not because I don't enjoy this. I'm actually really feeling the pain. Even I just like my eyes. Well, they're like closing constantly. That sounds weird, but it's kind of true. I'm feeling. Maybe it's just stress. I don't know what I'm stressing about, but it feels similar. I mean, I've had panic attacks and stuff in the past. It's not really like that, but it's a little bit like it. Similar, but not the same. I think you're probably right. It's just like the body is saying, hey, you don't want to get sick. So I'll probably end up cutting out here soon. I can use this. Could use a little bit more bluish hit. There. Boom. Man, this is looking really cool. I think the thing it needs really is the line work and final touches. This is hard to do here though. It's just this constant, like, see something and manipulate it. Oh my gosh, yeah, you know what? That's probably what it is. I have been avoiding pretty much all news, like, and we're not going to talk about it right now. We're not going to talk about the actual news. It's not what I'm going to do. But yes, I concur. I have felt the exact same way. And I catch myself because I have to do things like post for my business and all that. And then I'm like, oh, look at this post. Oh, look at this. And then it's like, what just happened? Where? Who did what? And then I'm like reading it, and then I'm getting stressed out over it, and I can feel my body physically having anxiety over it probably. So I need to just let go of that, get some rest. I'm usually the one on the other side saying, hey, you know, be of good cheer. Now I'm the one like, rah. But honestly, it's there are things we can control and there are things we cannot. I have to remember that. I can control my attitude, my direction of my life in only so many ways, and aside from that, it's not in my hands. And that actually feels pretty good to say. Yep. I think that's a great thing you're doing. Keep doing it. Most people don't need to hear any kind of negativity. There's plenty of that. You got it, Val. And honestly, that's why I like this channel. That's why I like doing this. It only takes a few comments from someone saying, and I get them. I get them in personal messages later, stuff like that. Or people saying, "Oh, I'm so glad you were on today. You know, I'm sorry I didn't say much," or maybe they did even, and they'll be like, you know, I just this, and this is going on, and just watching you do what you do is really cool. I love what you do. Thanks, don't stop. You know, and that alone is like, oh, you know, this is kind of like why I do what I do. A whole nother level. All right, I'm gonna use the paint pens for a couple things and see how this looks. Just gonna start bringing some things to life. Ah, sun garden. Wait, purple broccoli. Oh my gosh, what? Purple broccoli first? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, speaking of, I just dropped off some film. I did a shoot with a friend, and I decided to make this one more or less just for him. He's a really, really cool guy, and I feel like he's been through a little bit. I mean, nothing crazy. How do I put this? I feel like he deserves a lot in life, and he never complains, and he could. Let's put it that way. I can't say everything, and I'm hoping he gets blessed for all the kind things he does for people and stuff, because nobody else seems to. A lot of people seem to not notice how much he's inputting into their life, I guess. So I was like, dude, I've got some film from Christmas, and I've really been wanting to try it out. Some new stock. Let's go do it. And you want to be my model today? And he's like, yeah, dude. So I did some of him being like, I guess extra manly, today's society, whatever that means. But for us, it meant like he had a pipe, you know, and he had like his axe outside his truck, and he was like shaving with his axe and stuff like that. I think it was pretty cool. We'll see how the film develops. That's always the fun part when I'm not shooting digital. Get to see if you shot it right or not. Helps me focus, staying positive despite what we have gone through. Yep. It is a choice. That's right. Man, my stream is buffering. Is yours doing the same? Okay, it's back. It's looking a little choppy though. It stopped buffering, but it's just a little bit like clicky, you know, kind of in and out of frames a little bit. But it seems to be a little better now. I should probably make that a little darker. Yeah. Well, Valor, I like your mentality and your attitude. I think it's going to take you really far. Um, and, you know, I say that and I mean it. It might not even be, I don't think it'll always be obvious, like, you know, wow, I'm just being blessed so much right now. But I think you're going to not even realize how many people you're affecting with that kind of mentality. So keep it up because we need it. The world needs it. What else is missing here? These fingers. I need more of these Posca pens, but get like all the colors. That's what I need next. Yeah, let's draw this. Yep. Sure, that's your cat doing that. Sure it is. I'm just kidding. That's funny. think this has really turned out great. I love this pen. You like to walk? I know. Keeps chewing on the cords. Pretty much hands down, if I am about to go live, Dakota like runs through, and a lot of times he'll have like his leash on or something. He likes to run not like around anything, but right directly through the area which has all my tripod legs, all the cables, anything. He goes through the smallest hole through all that. He doesn't go like the easy path. He kind of makes his way around, right? Like, why is that? Yeah, it's just animals and everything else. Have I ignored this too much? Let's see. I think we're good there. Again, I think the other brush is going to finalize it. This will be it right here.
Chris Cat does that as well, and then jumps on your head.
Oh yeah, so the painting is for, I think it's called VSA USA, if I remember right. And I feel bad for forgetting that for sure, but a lot of names come across, and if I'm wrong, I'll double check it. You know what, I can look it up on my phone, but this is a commission piece that they commissioned, obviously to honor this guy. Let me get the my phone out. Oh, it's in my pocket here. No, no, lie down. We're almost done. Lie down. I know. I know. Lie down. I'm sorry. Oh, well, phone's dead, so that might be why it's been so quiet and I've gotten so much done so fast. No, I'm just kidding. Half joking. Hopefully nothing bad's going on. Okay. Well, we'll finish this up really fast. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's VSA USA, which is a charity group that works with um, veterans, I believe, in general, generally speaking, and also specifically, I do believe they work quite a lot with disabled or wounded veterans. And yeah, so this was Instagram reach out. Yeah, exactly. Like I usually have with all the notifications and whatnot. This has been really good. And I should probably do this more often. I just could run into some other issues if I don't answer the phone though. But man, just think our parents and even us as kids, I would assume, depending on how old you are. Now I'm definitely showing my age, but that's how it kind of was. I remember my friends actually having to ask for me on the phone, and my parents knowing that they were asking for me on the phone. You know, like, is Joe there? They asked who's calling me. It was like a house phone that you actually had to have it turned on. That's funny. Yeah. There we go. Hey, that looks decent. I think I could live with this. I really want it to look cool and special. And I also want it to be me, right? A little bit of me. Because that's what they're asking for. They're asking for my style. That's the flattering part. And it's not just, hey, can you get this done? Nothing against roofers, by the way, but it'd be like, hey, can you just put the shingles on there? This is different. This is art. Let's see. I do use Streamlabs, including Twitch. Game streams, I know how to use. Oh, I don't know if I know exactly what you're saying, but basically, I have camera set up, of course, both using the USB, but I have a box that is like a stream box, basically, that changes my HDMI cable coming out of my DSLR digital camera into a digital file, if you will, or a way to read through USB. Once it enters the computer, then I go through Streamlabs, probably the Pro version or whatever, and then that is how I move on with everything as far as the actual streaming of it. Once that happens, the only thing I do is I just download. Because you can go into I think it's the producer section. So it's called, anyway, it's under producer, and then I can actually download the entire video, and a lot of times I turn these videos right here into time lapses. You know, like the stuff I'll post on my other stories or Instagram, stuff like that. I was going to take some video with my phone of this process here, just when I do other details, so it's not boring, but my phone's dead, so final detail work. Kind of means that brush there. I don't know if that answered your question or not. Let's see. Did that kind of make any sense, or is that a little bit confusing? I'm really happy with this. I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah. I think I'll call this and say I'm done, at least for tonight. I'm sure I'll wake up tomorrow and see a few things I want to move around. You know, even now, if I look too long, I'm going to be like, this, that, and the other. But overall, you can tell it's been really interpreted, I think, well enough to know exactly what you're looking at. And I like to leave certain things loose and other things really tight, like I always talk about. I don't ever want to overwork a painting. I hate the look of an overworked painting. It's like, well, just at the end of the day, why didn't you just take a photo and keep it? You know, you got to keep your style, your you in there. But anyway, no, this was really fun. I'm so glad we got to do this. Let's see. Oh, right. So like for gamers who stream and then get it recorded. Well, okay. Depending on what you're actually talking about, I could be thinking the wrong thing. but Streamlabs will actually stream. Like, I don't have any box for the, like, when I play a game, I just let it stream my computer. Now, obviously, if you had like an Xbox and you're playing Xbox, then yeah, you need a box and all that. So I totally get that, but I don't ever do that. But the closest thing, which is very similar, is what you're seeing right now, and why this image looks pretty. I think it looks pretty stunning, personally. Even for, I think this is only 1080. If that, it might be only 720, because I had to downgrade it a little bit for Periscope. But the little box that I use is just like a little streamer USB box. And that wasn't as expensive as some others. So basically it takes HDMI out and turns it into a USB stream that you can just plug right into your computer. So there's no messing around with anything else. I can actually tell you what kind it is by looking at it. Let's see. Tape around it. It's just called HD Video Capture. And it's just got like a little computer thing on it. So it really wasn't, let's see, what viewers that want to start streaming. Yeah, it really wasn't as expensive as I thought. You can get ones that are super high quality, and like, I think this will stream full 4K. It's just most of the time, like I said, when I multi-stream, all the different platforms don't like me at all the different rates. They all want it really low. I'm really considering bumping it up because I can get a way cleaner screen than this actually for Twitch. But anyway, yeah, I'll send you some info on where I got it. I think it was just an Amazon buy. It's pretty good, pretty decent. Worked out well. Here it is. Ta-da! Hope you guys like it. Valor, I'm gonna let you go. It has been fun. Thanks for participating. Dakota here is probably ready. He's ready to get inside. I gave him that little heater so he doesn't feel like he's, keep him nice and cozy down here. But I had a great time. Thanks for coming on and everything. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get some of that rest I hinted at earlier, so my eyes can close and officially just go to sleep, right? I hope all of you do really, really well. We'll see how the weather is here for us locally and stuff, see if the kids are going to be stuck here. We always get the icy mixtures down here. So when I was up north, we get a ton of snow, and we get ice storms and stuff. It'd be really bad, but we're so used to all the snow, it's like we have all the stuff, but you can't stop on ice. I don't care. Unless you put chains on your tires or something, some kind of spike system. And nobody does that around here. There it is. There's the yawn. Thank you, Valerie. You have a good night too. And we're so close, by the way. We're really close to making our next rank, so that's really exciting. We averaged over our average I needed, even for this stream. Excuse me, for us to bring that average up, and then we can qualify for the next level. What's it called? Being affiliate? Am I saying that right? Not an affiliate. Whatever it is. I can't think right now. I'm so bad right now. I will. And if it does snow, I'm going to take some film shots out in the snow. Do some kind of snowy scene kind of thing. I'm going to post a few film things tonight on my photography page. I enjoy that. It's a fun process to edit a few and kind of look through places I've been, film I've taken, that kind of thing. Yeah, the ice is nasty here. You're right. All right. Well, have a good night. Love you all. Thank you to everyone who jumped on and watched the stream. I really appreciate it. and have a good night. I will check back in with you possibly tomorrow, most likely. We've got another Disney painting to do probably tomorrow. See you guys.